Now, the age of social media is here. Everyone has a phone. Everyone has a social media account. Everything can become news. The cameras on a sporting field can only capture what they spot, but a fan spots a bit of the rest. And that becomes fodder for memes, for some news, trending topics, and then the one thing that many organizations, teams, platforms are fighting for: views. The game is simple. What can you do to break views? What will give you to take a coverage to the next level? So that people watch you more. In cricket at the moment, there is a silent war, the latest dregs of it before the big merger happens, and it's a war between broadcasters. One television, the other digital, as to who will garner the eyeballs, the maximum views, the larger reach. It's what is the bottom line of the coverage of the Indian Premier League. And recently, one video of Mumbai's former captain, Rohit Sharma, went viral. We of course won't show you the clip. That defeats the purpose of this story, but these are snapshots of a candid conversation Rohit Sharma was having with a friend in the Kolkata camp. That's of course one of their coaching staff, Abhishek Nair. The camera person was close. He captured the video. That's all right. It's fine to catch up with people in the other teams. After all, these two players particularly have been state-mates. But what followed was the audio too. The audio was not removed or muted, and the conversation was aired as well, with everyone to hear, of Rohit Sharma cribbing about the franchise. Obviously, that was not a public conversation for everyone to be a part of, to know of. That turned into short clips taken off the television, circulated around social media platforms. Rohit Sharma himself may have been forwarded that at some point, because some matches later, when Mumbai were set to play Hyderabad, Rohit is seen having a bit of a chat with some of the players of the Hyderabad franchise, and spotting the camera hovering near him once again, he looks right at it and says, with folded hands, "Please stop recording my video, and definitely not the audio, and put it up as well. I got into trouble for the earlier clip that was released. Please don't persist with this one." And guess what? The broadcasters aired this clip as well, and an enraged Rohit Sharma finally broke his silence publicly and came out with this tweet on the platform X. He calls out the TV broadcasters here. You can see that quote, that tweet that he put out once more. He calls out the TV broadcasters unabashedly and is very, very upset with a lack of ethics or boundaries. He says there is a lack of respect. The trust has been broken due to this, despite being requested not to air it. And the players' privacy and the space has been infringed upon. He accuses the broadcasters of engaging in whatever they deem fit, as long as they get the views. Now, this brings us to a very critical question. Where is the line? Cricket is a religion in India. We all know that. And the boom of social media over the many years has made this a fair game. Do whatever you can to get the views, get the public to watch you. But at what cost? Relationships matter, whether it's between players and officials, players and journalists, players and broadcasters, even more paramount. They interview these cricketers. They broadcast these matches. What is the line you just can't cross? Yes, the cricket field is a public space. Matches happen there, but cricketers engage in conversations that are somewhat private, that aren't meant for public. Surely everyone would be aware of what those would be. The only way you can earn anyone's respect is by not crossing that line. Releasing videos to call out an act that you think is unfair is different. But releasing audio that you know is something that is private and wouldn't want to be aired, even then, a second violation where the player is seen requesting the camera person and the broadcaster not to play it is aired, is crossing of lines. What do you think as a fan and one who consumes online content so much? Don't players and public figures have the right to keep some things that way? Or should they be more careful in what they say around cameras? Even so, what about the second instance? Should the broadcaster not have just heeded a request that the player was very, very apparently making? Or did they think this was funny as well to air? Maybe it was not, and players' sentiments have been hurt. So the question is, where to draw the line? And is there a change in cricket programming or broadcasting that is required at this point? Why don't you answer and respond right here?
Firstpost reports from the world's second largest continent. Hello, I'm Alison Lagrange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. South Africa goes to the polls on the 29th of May. I will track the election and bring you ground reports. Is it the end of the road for the African National Congress? And will former President Jacob Zuma stage a dramatic comeback? From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa, the heart of the global South. Join me every weekday live on Firstpost.